And joining us on WHKY-TV News as we continue our candidate interviews for the upcoming primary is Mark Hollo, who is a candidate for the North Carolina State Senate, 42nd District, representing Alexander and Catawba counties. Remember, the primary is March 3rd, but early voting starts very soon, February 13th till February 29th. So it's coming up. Mr. Hollo, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, a little bit of your background. You do have a medical background and a military background, correct?
That's right. I'm a physician assistant for 37 years now. I'm no longer doing clinical medicine, but I am teaching part-time Lenore Ryan University PA program. And I served in the United States Air Force in the Reserve and got out in the rank of captain. So.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank
you. This election period here, what made you want to jump into the fray? I know you've got some experience previously as a state representative, 6 years,
right. But
what made you want to run for state senate?
Well, 6 years in the House of Representatives, I felt I got a lot of good things done, a lot of good conservative bills. I'm a proven conservative, and I think that I can take the concerns of this district back to the General Assembly in the Senate. When
you were a representative, of course, the lines moved around during those 6
right.
years, but you would represent Alexander and Catawba counties. If there are some issues in your mind as you prepare to possibly get elected in November, what would a couple of those issues that this region needs to deal with currently that you would have to bring to Raleigh?
Well, this region and every region in the state are taxes. We need to lower the taxes, perhaps go to mainly sales tax and get rid of the income tax. That has to be done gradually so we don't mess it up and find ourselves in a deficit. But I think that's very important. People know how to spend their money better than the state does.
One of the issues that I heard you discussing with Hal Rowe on the radio interview was roads in the state and also the disparity sometimes between what the eastern part of the state and the western part of the state receives. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Well, that's true. In the past, the eastern part of the state has got the lion's share of funding for roads and infrastructure. We need to bring that back to the western part and fix our roads and infrastructure. There are a lot of bridges and culverts and things like that need fixed.
And lastly, one of the crises that we're dealing with right now, and you're in the medical profession, is the opioid crisis.
Yes.
What are some of the things that need to be done there?
Well, immigration illegal immigration is one, because things are coming across the border. Mm-hmm. And unless we can secure that border, we can't secure the drugs that are coming in as well. Also, we need to make sure there's no diversion of medication from grandma who needs the medication to a caregiver or someone else that gets in the house and steals her medication. And it also has to be responsible prescribing as well.
Well, thank you so much. I know the time flies right by in here, but thank you for coming in, and best of luck as you continue on the campaign.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Mark Hollo, who is running for the North Carolina State Senate 42nd District, Alexander and Catawba counties. And remember, the primary is March 3rd, and early voting February 13th through February 29th. And with Mark Hollo, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY-TV News.